Hello guys, my name is video. In today's video, we're gonna be doing what if China had an empire? So this uh communist China, not Taiwan. Before anyone's like, oh, they're talking about Taiwan. This is Taiwan. He's saying this is Taiwan, and they're trying to get me canceled. But so yeah, first off, for one, we're gonna say that for the past couple years, the USA has been struggling financially, and like they've been struggling to like hold their country. So like Texas, they've been trying to break away for the past little bit. Like they've been trying to break away. California, they've been trying to break away. People up here and like all of these guys, like maybe like a little bit up, maybe like up there, and like Florida, and like Idaho. Idaho is actually trying to break away like the strongest. They actually what started this. So yeah. So like these are like the main states that are trying to break away. So the U.S. They are struggling with internal stuff. So that's happening. Also we're gonna say that no NATO or no EU. So pretty much no European alliance. So and China we're gonna say is buffed a little bit. So they're probably like USA right here. Wait, hold up. That's supposed to be a U. U, and then S, and then China, like, is right here. So, like, here's where China is. They're, like, right there. So, like, right below the United States right now. But the United States have been at a decline because of the stuff that's happening in their country. But yeah, let's just get right into our video. So, first things first, is China's going to go ahead and look for some allies. And, well, they get those allies. And, well, I'm going to go ahead and use this color for their allies. So, any color you see that Russia is right now, that is a Chinese ally. Another ally that they surprisingly get is... actually, I don't really know Chinese relations. I'm trying to think really hard. I'm just gonna say Cuba. I'm just gonna go ahead and have to say Cuba. I'll say Venezuela. That's pretty much all I know. I'll go ahead and throw Libya and Algeria in there. So yeah, I guess. And you know, we'll go ahead and put Iran in there too. But a anti-alliance does form over here in Asia, and well, it doesn't really consist of many countries that could really hold off China and South Korea. Well, no, not South Korea, Japan. So, the anti-Chinese alliance does look stronger, but once you realize that Russia is probably, like, strong again, because, like, we're going to say that the Ukraine and this war never happened, so, like, Russia's still, like, top 3, which isn't bad actually. That's good. So yeah, obviously this alliance has a lot of nukes, so they probably won't mess with the purple alliance. But yeah, China, they go ahead and they recruit like a massive army, and they go ahead, they march it over to the border of Mongolia. And well, they are going, and they say, okay, either join us or suffer the consequences. And they say, no, we will not join you. And well, Russia, they go ahead and send some of their army over to the border of Mongolia also, because well, China and Russia are both planning on invading them. And this is a effort from both of them, so it's not really going to get either side mad. And well, first off, the Chinese military starts off an offensive, killing very little, but as the wars goes on, China is going to get more aggressive, and well, eventually China's is able to be slowed down a little bit, surprisingly, by the Mongolians, but it is pretty obvious that there is some outside supporters, but what China and Russia are really confused about is where are they getting the support from? They only border these two countries, China and Russia, countries that they are at war with. Where are they getting the support from? So China or Russia are pretty sure that there's like some like people out here that aren't so like prone, or like people like out here in this area that are like not so happy about the war, and they're going ahead and like military groups, and they're sending over aid to Mongolia. But no one ever knows. I don't even know. I don't know. That's just my theory. But eventually, the Russians, they are able to cut off the area from over here. And well, that does not really help off. That did not really help them. But eventually, the Chinese, they make a pretty big breakthrough over here. That kind of leads to the rest of the front line over here breaking. And while China and Russian troops start marching through, well, this offensive going on is, well, Russia starts to invade on over here in the north, and well, yeah. So this war is, China has only suffered like 1,000 losses, Russians 500 losses, which is honestly not bad for either side. Mongolia 20,000, which is crazy compared to the Russian losses of 500. Obviously, those losses did go up, but like that was before, like the 500 was before Russia started advancing on this front. But Mongolia, they folded pretty quickly once Russia started their other offensive, and they broke through the front line. And well, no one really knows how like Mongolia was able to slow down the offensive. It only lasted for like 13 days, that slowing down, and then the Chinese army was able to continue, but it was really slow. And well, they go ahead. Oh no, guys, my internet's cutting out. That's not a good sign. Okay. Let's just really hope that my recording's going to continue going. Okay. I think I should be fine. So, Russia does get all the land that they mainly focusing on, which was like right here. And while Russia is fine with getting that land, they're perfectly fine with getting only this land because it's mainly China's war, and honestly, they got more than they were expecting. So, yeah. And Russia's and China's relationships just got even better with this war, so that will strengthen the Chinese bond with the Russians. And well, yeah, that's gonna be complicated for the East, West, yeah, it's going to be harder for the West because U.S. is Western. Okay, I honestly have no idea. Oh, well. But, yeah. So, China's next goal is to just straight up annex North Korea because, well, they weren't in the alliance. They were kind of already planning on joining the Chinese. But you see, China's next goal is to invade over here in South Korea. But this time, obviously, they will be slowed down by the Purple Team, because the Purple Team is actually a fearsome foe to fight with. So they go ahead and declare war on the South Korea, like China does. And well, China is able to quickly move close to Seoul. They weren't able to capture it, but they got really close. But they did capture a fair amount of the coastline over here on the eastern side. So on the eastern side of South Korea, the offenses aren't going too bad. But over here in this area, South Korea and Purple supplies are rapidly slowing down the Chinese offensive. But there is some poor defense going on right here in this area from the South Koreans. So what the Chinese did, they sent their navy and made a naval invasion, which was a very bloody battle. This was one of the second bloodiest battle of the war. And the battle that is about to happen right now is going to be the third. bloodiest. It's the South Korean counteroffensive on the front, and well, South Korea is quickly able to cut off, and this is why it's such a bloody battle, is because the South Koreans were successful. If the South Koreans weren't successful, they'd be stopped about right here, I'd say, and they'd probably get stopped right here, and these troops would probably be rescued. But this is about 20,000 to 50,000 troops right here, and it's estimated that each day, 5,000 troops a day, die, 5,000 troops a day would die, and this siege went on for pretty much a while, and eventually, well, this was a massive morale boost to the South Koreans, but well, I guess just Korea, because North Korea is China now, and a massive morale loss for the Chinese. But this isn't a South Korean video, and well, to some poor planning from the South Koreans, they weren't able to completely control of this area, and the Chinese were able to rescue the rest of the 20,000 troops that were right here. And well, they actually found out after the war that there was not 50,000 or 20,000. There was 100,020 troops in there, exactly. And they rescued 20,000. That is a massive hit on the Chinese army. But the South Koreans are finally able to recapture their coastline. And well, the second bloodiest battle has now happened. Well, no, the third bloodiest battle. But the naval invasion, they go ahead and continue trying to cut off as many supply routes from the purple team, because they're coming through Japan and doing it. And well, this island is probably also going to be another really bloody battle. You're probably like, why? It's because how many troops are stationed out here, and it's really major for the mass amount of supplies, because they drop off supplies here and then they come up. And well, even if they can just cut them off from here, that will still be a massive, because sure, now they can just go around, but now this island will be useless. But this is the fourth bloodiest battle. And well, I'm gonna have to zoom fully in for this battle, guys. So they go ahead and they start the naval invasion. They start 4 naval invasions on the coastline. They make another one, and they make that up to 7. And then they start to push around, cutting off the coastline. And eventually, the island starts to fall. But it slowly falls with the troops, with the last supplies making it out and coming up to here, which actually was the last supply that South Korea will get before the winter. And well, China promised their people that their boys will be home before Christmas, so China sent over some Christmas some winter gear, and say we're fighting throughout the winter. And well, the Chinese, they go ahead and start their offensive, and well, it is now apparent that this naval invasion is not to cut off the coastline and stop supplies from coming in. It's to make a spearhead to encircle the capital, and then cut the rest of this off, and then moving on Seoul. So that's what the Chinese plan is. But they were able to, luckily for the South Koreans, they were able to slow down this offensive, and they were able to push back this, but that suffered a lot of losses for the South Koreans, and well, that kind of bit them back in the butt, because while the South Koreans, they lost a lot of troops which were defending this area right here with pushing this back, and well, then that made them able to complete the encirclement. So this is a very bad day, because at this point there's no really supplying Seoul, because the only way that Seoul was still getting supplies was through here, because there's no really getting supplies through here, because this is Chinese Sea. If they were to see you, your boat would be blown up, and that's not good. And eventually you have the eastern side of South Korea falling, and well, and now it's time for the bloodiest battle of the war. I hope you guys know that 300,000 troops will be lost in this battle. So it you can kind of see. Also, if you guys want an estimate of this, uh, like 175,000 troops died there. So like only 93,000 troops died here. And well, yeah. And finally, the Russians, they go ahead and start like sending troops, not just supplies, over. Seoul was captured for a couple days, and then the South Koreans were able to liberate it, but at the cost of the southern area. And well, now it is looking like South Korea is about to collapse. But South Korea is going to do something that they realized what they did here. So this area is hard to defend for the Chinese because like lots of rebellions, mountainous, so like they're struggling defending this area. And well, and they have poor supplies right here. So they're going to go ahead and send out a lot of like the last little bit of their troops that are like really good and like trained and go ahead and fight. So it does go successful for the South Koreans for a little bit, and this is like scary for like the Chinese and everyone and like the whole Chinese alliance, because like these troops will pretty much be, these troops right here in this area will be encircled. But yeah, but the South Koreans, they got stopped, and eventually Seoul got captured, and these troops were killed and captured. But did I say 300,000? I meant 500,000. So 500,000 troops, like 500,000 people were killed in that one battle alone. And well, obviously for like just they go ahead and reclaim, they go ahead and just take all of South Korea. And in the peace treaty, the Purple Alliance is not able to send supplies over to any people that China invades for the next 15 years. So China goes ahead and lets their people go back home for Christmas, or like, I guess that wouldn't really work because like I don't think Chinese people celebrate Christmas, but if they do, then Merry Christmas. But yeah, I actually have no idea if they do or not. I think some of them do. I don't think, and some of them don't. But Russia and China and Iran declare war on the Central Asian countries. And well, yeah, so the Purple team is scheming up in New Delhi, and they're like, here, we're going to go ahead and if they invade Pakistan, which I feel like they might, we'll let them think that we're not gonna send supplies over, but we'll let Iran take this area, let China take this area, and if we invade the rest, they don't have the control over this, which means that they won't be able to control Afghanistan. So yeah, that's their plan. Probably not the smartest plan, but they're going with it. And well, Chinese troops start marching in first, and in a couple days they go ahead and they capture the Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan, I'm pretty sure. Or is it these guys? Okay, guys, I'm trying to learn my names here. I'm pretty sure it's either Uzbekistan. Okay, one of them's Uzbekistan. I know that. Or I think this one's Uzbekistan. So I think this one's Uzbekistan. So wait, doesn't it have like a hook right here? Oh well, it doesn't matter. It's not in the map, so it does not matter to me. But yeah, so China, they are able to go ahead and capture this, and they go ahead and fall over pretty quickly. And well, Russian troops, they are quick to react to this sudden advances in the southern in Central Asia, and well, they start moving in also, but quicker than the Chinese, because well, Kazakhstan was not prepared for this war, and in matter of days, Russia was able to capture most of the country. So Russian troops were now declared more effective. And yes, China is still more powerful. Russia is just more effective. But with the growing threat in Asia, a couple countries does go ahead and join, like Georgia and uh, uh, oh my gosh, Armenia. Armenia is this one. Uzbekistan. No, Uzbekistan is one of these guys. Okay, guys, I'm drawing a blank right here. And same with Turkey. Sorry, guys, I have not done mapping a little bit. I've just been doing, like, alternate histories, so. And Poland goes ahead and joins just to spite Russia, because they don't like Russia, so they join this alliance. You know, it's just pretty much an Asian alliance, but, you know, if they can go, like, worldwide, then we can go worldwide. That's what the purple team said. So, they go ahead and, they, push in right here. Okay, so they go ahead and they end up pushing in through. So yeah, the Russian plan. Iran is able to start offensive. I forgot about Iran. They're part of this war. But yeah, so now with the front line folding, they go ahead and surrender. And well, there is going to be a little bit of fighting at the table, but not from the Russians or the Chinese. The Russians, they have decided that they will get. Oh shoot, not. That's not their color. The Russians, they get this and a little bite out of this one right here. I don't remember, guys. I'm drawing a blank. I haven't actually done mapping in a little bit. I gotta refresh my mind. So the rest goes over to Iran, and these two go over to China. So yes, China is the one that main started this war, but they didn't really do much in the rest of the Central Asia. So yeah, Iran goes ahead and they have now grown their power. They're getting stronger. Iran was like a big help in this war, so that's why they were like treated pretty nicely. Iran also didn't really fight with the Russians or the Chinese at the tables because they all got what they wanted. They were mostly fighting just from like the people that were getting fully annexed, and they're like, "No, you can't do this! I'm really mad at you because you're doing this, rah!" So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And well, obviously the Chinese they are actually starting to face problems here and there in their own country, but they are quick to react, and they quickly put that down. But yeah, eventually, well, also Chinese troops were able to capture this land right here, so they were able to get this land right here. So yeah, there we go. They got this and there. Oh shoot. Okay, well, yeah. So now with this, yeah, China is probably going to be at their max extent, but they're going to do one last thing. They are going to invade. You guys this might be a little controversial, but they're going to invade. They're going to invade Afghanistan. So they're going for their shot. They have an empire now. They're like, oh, we're gonna win. Oh yeah. First off, sorry, 2 more wars. It's gonna be quick. So, first one, over here in Vietnam, troops they march down. They take all of this, the main population. They get down here. Then they go ahead and make some naval invasions down here, and the main Vietnam surrenders, and they are forced to become like pro-Chinese, pro-China, and now it is pro-China. And the war over here in Taiwan, I will actually go into a little bit of depth here, but like not too much because like it's not that major of a war because like the purple team wasn't allowed to send supplies over, so they pretty much just like naval invaded up here, naval invaded right here, and naval invaded right here. They moved through quickly, marched down, and made their country into 3, and they surrendered. And well, yeah, so they went ahead and they got completely annexed. So yeah. Now, over here in Afghanistan, that's what I was about to say. That's what I was talking about. So, they go ahead and are able to go ahead and declare war on Afghanistan because well they go ahead they start marching through and well they do pretty well for the first little bit and well they they start to make a spearhead towards the capital. Holy moly! But they start to make a spearhead towards the capital, and they start to make a spearhead to the capital, and well, they were able to capture the capital, but eventually their troops slow down, and they start to get kicked back, and well, some rebellions start popping up in the behind the Chinese forces. Those guys meet up and make one big force. And well, a couple more break out. They go ahead and meet up and make a bigger front line. And this is now threatening. Oh wait, no, it already happened. Old Chinese, like these old, pretty much all the Chinese troops down here, which is like 1.1 million troops right here, are now encircled. And well, they go ahead and they surrender, and the rest of them get surrenders. And Uzbekistan, not Uzbekistan, Afghanistan is so strong that we're able to push into China. And well, war support is at -2 at this point in China. And well, what goes ahead and happens is Vietnam gets released, Russia leaves the alliance, Iran leaves the alliance, Libya leaves the alliance, Afghanistan leaves the Algeria leaves the alliance, Venezuela, Cuba leaves the alliance. I mean, it was pretty much just China. So now they're losing their strength. They break away, and then all of this breaks away. The southern half of China breaks away, and then South Korea breaks away, which leads to a collapse of North Korea breaking away, and a little bit of Manchuria breaks away, and then Manchuria breaks away, and then and then Manchuria breaks away, and then Mongolia breaks away. And well, now you kind of see why you don't mess with Afghanistan. And China's starting to see that. And well, the Central Asian countries break away. And well, yeah, China's starting to collapse faster and faster. And well, this part of China breaks away. Oh shoot. And then some minor like just rebellions happen here and there, but like they're not too minor. They're like pretty big areas. They even start up in some close to Beijing, and they're like everywhere in this country. Like they're like everywhere, and it looks like China has a disease because they have polka dots. So yeah, this is why you don't mess with Afghanistan, because you will collapse into a quadrillion pieces. And well, a little rebellion also this area down here breaks away. So yeah, China is now collapsed, and yeah, so this is how the video is gonna end, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.